Hi there. Welcome to the stream, or welcome to YouTube. Right now, I'm going to show some pictures of the. Okay, there should be. Okay, they should be it. This was a recent convention I went to. Okay, there we go. Um, I'm doing great, actually. I mean, great is a little bit of an over exaggeration. I'm doing good. I'm doing good today. How are you? How's your day been? Let me show um this element here. Hold on. My cat's trying to get into the fan, and that is not a good idea for very obvious reasons, right? There we go. Okay. So yeah, you can see like there's a DJ. Uh, I'm fine. Just finished playing Last of Us game. Nice. How did you like it? I played the game, just haven't been much. I'd never finished it. I love the game, but it's just not my type of game. Too much stealth for me. And okay, so was just one of the pictures of the convention. Um, there's more, I think. Like, yeah, there's that one. There's this one. There's that one. That one was pretty cool. There's that one, and this is the convention from the top, right? So you can see a lot of the vendors and stuff. But anyways, let's go back into talk scene. Boom, boom. But yeah, talk about Last of Us. Yeah, I really enjoyed the game. I played Ghost of Tsushima too, and that was a hell of a ride. I started Ghost of Tsushima. I could not continue it. I don't know. It was during a time that I was kind of just tapped out of open world games. I had played so many open world games. I had played the Assassin's Creed games. I restarted Assassin's Creed 3. I started Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I was starting can't even remember what other games like Jak 2, which yes, I do love Jak and Daxter and Jak 2, etc. And like, by the way, I look this way because this is where the chat is, whereas this is where the camera is, unfortunately. Now I'm starting God of War 2018, hoping to enjoy this too. I hope you do too. I really, really do. Um, that one I haven't played though. God of War 2018 is the only one I haven't played from the list that you just told me. Um, I I've heard amazing reviews of it, of course, and I don't know, the gameplay looks pretty fun. The game itself looks pretty fun. I do remember playing God of Wars 1 through 3, and those were really fun. So recently I've been playing a lot of Nine Souls, which is a kind of Metroidvania, like Sekiro type game where parrying is very important. I've been playing a lot of Cult of the Lamb. I love that game. I love Cult of the Lamb. It's so fun. It's so cutesy. I love games like that. Um, been playing some Baldur's Gate 3. Unfortunately, on stream, I've been trying to play it and trying to play it has actually kind of made me realize I have certain problems with my computer, which I've been fixing little by little. And let's see, what other games? I mean, I've played way too many games at this point in my life. Uh, but I've been a gamer since I was like 6 or 7 years old. That's like when I remember picking up my first video game, and it was Mega Man. It was specifically Mega Man X, the first Mega Man. And I remember playing it, and it was so fun. I played it with my cousin. I can see a piano. You play that? I try. I'm currently learning. I'm still very very novice at it. But I like to. I like to. I've got some videos of it on my TikTok. Um, like a couple. I try to play it. But as you can see, it's full of dust as well. So I don't play it too often, and I'm trying to change that. It was a problem with like work interfering with the fact that I was trying to learn the piano. Um, I'm not like interfering, but work is work. A full time job is draining, right, to your body and to your mind. So yeah, it's been mostly about that. Let me do something here real quick. I need a doc. I need a specific doc. Um, which activity feed? Here we go. There we go. Not now. No. Okay. And so yeah, uh, I really like the piano though. It's a really fun instrument to play. I've also really liked the guitar. I watch anime. Yes, I do. A lot of anime. Um, I haven't. I've been watching recently. I've been watching a lot of One Piece, of course. I'm caught up to date with One Piece. I've been watching. I've been watching Gundam Seed that just came out on Netflix because they say it's really good anime, and at least the first two episodes are pretty decent. Like it starts off kind of slow, but that's just every anime, I guess. But once the Gundams come in, it's like, oh yeah, Gundams. Uh, so it's been pretty good. Let's see, other anime that I've watched recently: My Hero Academia, Jujutsu Kaisen, Demon Slayer. Demon Slayer's ending was ridiculously good. Not gonna mention it just because, just in case you haven't watched the anime or the manga, and you might in the future or something. But I really, really like Demon Slayer and its ending, or its current ending. The ending is gonna come next season. And let's see, I tried watching. What's my favorite anime? At this point, One Piece, but it used to be Naruto. But at this point, it's One Piece because One Piece has just gone off the rails ever since, uh, like the time skip happened. It's been so amazing, and it's been so good. And after the Dressrosa arc, it's just so good. So I would say One Piece. I'm a very very vanilla flavor type of guy for my animes. Um, but I would say Demon Slayer is a close second for sure. I know Demon Slayer ending. Sadly, my friend spoiled it for me. Oh, that's sad. It's a really good moment to see like when it happens. But it's not like it hasn't been the ending just yet. It's just the oh well yeah, and the manga I think it's the ending, which I'm not caught up to the manga. I'm caught up to the anime. So I think in the manga it has like it's already finished. So Taboo Tattoo. I don't even know what that is. Worst animes, Taboo Tattoo. I'm gonna look it up because I don't even know what that is. Tattoo, Taboo Tattoo. Um, oh, that's interesting. Huh. I mean, oh my God, there is a lot of underage people in this anime, and that is, I'm pretty sure, an underage girl in a very, very non good dress. Oh my God. Okay, this is one of those animes. Got it. Please don't watch it. Only bring you sorrow. It's it looks taboo. You know what I mean? Um, I think the worst, my guilty pleasure, but still the worst anime I've ever seen, is definitely Chrono Crusade. Like Chrono Crusade is a guilty pleasure of mine because I actually enjoy the anime, but it's definitely the worst anime, like objectively, that I have ever seen. It's so bad. It's the writing is just so bad. The character portrayals are just so bad. It's a really bad anime. But I like it because of demons, and I really like demons and uh like Christian iconography. I just really like that kind of iconography. My partner also really likes that kind of iconography. Guilty Crown is good. I've heard of it. I've heard of Guilty Crown. I don't think I've seen it. Let me see. Let me see the portrait. No, I definitely haven't seen it. Yeah, no, I haven't seen it. But I have heard of it because I've heard it's a pretty good anime. But yeah. Sorry, my back kind of hurts. If you hear a loud thunder noise, it's because there's thunder outside. Don't be scared, just in case. Um, and look, I'm gonna put on some music, but I'm gonna put on some uh, what's it called? Not here. Owari no Seraph comes under gay genre when it doesn't have any scenes like that. That's interesting. I've seen some anime that people call gay, which aren't gay, which are weird, which is weird. I mean, like, I don't know why you would know why watching, and my friends tease me for it. I've seen, one really gay anime that I've always loved is The End Angel. Oh my God, it's so gay, but it's so good. Um, I mean, not that gay is bad. I'm bisexual myself, but like, it's just so good. And it's so cheesy sometimes, but it's like really gay. Okay, let's put on the desktop audio. There we go. Some no copyright sounds. This is dance, CDM, trap, house, etc., etc. Like just electronic music. I really like electronic music. Um, some of my favorite genres are electronic music. Like house is one of my favorites. What's the other one? Drum and bass is one of my favorites. Uh, rock is one of my favorites. That doesn't fall under that, but I'm just saying at this point. My cat's gonna be playing with this toy. I love when he plays with this toy. Let me show you. Let me show you my cat. I'm trying to get the camera away. There we go. I'm sorry for the shaking. My hands shake. I do have that little bit of a problem. There we go. Castle in the Sky. But yeah. Sometimes if the story is too good, I might watch even gay anime. But it's rare to just, just like said, I don't search anime based on genre or anything, but only watch the description. Yeah, I get that. I watch anime the same way. Like I just look at the description and go, oh, this description looks interesting. Let me watch it. Um, Also something that a bad thing that I have about cat is nice. What's the name? I have to go. My cat's name is Lion-O, like the Thundercats leader, Lion-O. Um, and I have two dogs as well. They're just outside and in the with my mom in the living room. They're mostly my mom's dogs because she's the one who basically takes care of them. But this is my cat specifically. I love them. I love animals in general. Been meaning to take a grooming class to learn how to groom animals because I have no idea how to groom animals, and my cat's claws are getting out of hand, and I need to kind of clip them a little bit or shave them a little bit, so they stop hurting as much. Also, one of my dogs is a Shih Tzu, which needs to be constantly groomed. What are your dogs? Like what breed are your dogs? I gotta lower this actually. Oh no, well, yeah, okay, there we go. Just a little bit for me. Okay, we're good. Your cat and dogs go along well. I can see rifts. Yeah, they've actually gone along well since we rescued the little kid, the Lionel. We rescued the cat. My dogs are very calm, very collected. One of them is a stray, or not a stray. One of them is a Pomeranian one, white, and the other black. Oh, that's cute. A yin yang. The yin yang Pomeranians. Pomeranians are just really cute dogs too. But yeah, my cat and my dogs get along really well. Ever since he was a kid, he's been female and male too. Nice. But yeah, my little buddy's always been really. They've always gone along really well. Actually, the Shih Tzu, because they're like similar sizes, she actually like takes care of him like if the cat was their own, like her own baby. So it's really funny to see. It's like she tries to groom him and then he gets like all fuzzy. It's really funny. Cats and dogs, I've always found that cats and dogs in a controlled, calm environment where they're both very relaxed get along really well. But they both have to be very relaxed and they both have to have like, or cat like both, and when I say both I mean the breeds, like they have to have their own space, right? They have to have their own spaces, and you can't like, you can't let the dogs interfere with the cat space and the cat interfere with the dog space. It's like, as long as they're all calm and cool with their environment, you can get most animals actually to get along, or most furry little friends, right? You watch movies and TV shows, like from Marvel, maybe. I do. I'm a Marvel fan, actually. Yeah, yeah. I'm a Marvel fan. I've watched literally every single Marvel movie that has ever come out. We're talking all the way back to like the 80s movies. I watched the original Avengers that came out in the 80s. It is so bad. Never watch it. It's horrifyingly bad, but it's really funny. It's bad in a funny kind of way. And every single MCU movie I've watched. Um, I think they dropped the ball a little bit with a couple of movies. Like the Eternals didn't get enough of good marketing, in my opinion, because the movie was actually good, but it didn't get enough good marketing. They didn't know how to market the movie. They didn't know like how to continue the story very well. And let's see, another movie that I've watched recently, the Ant-Man movie. The last Ant-Man movie was just crap. It was just so bad. Like it wasn't even fun to watch, and I kind of hate that. Favorite character from Marvel? Cap Steve Rogers. Um, Cap Steve Rogers is really good. I really like his character in the comics. In the movies, he's a little bit better of a character, funnily enough. Mine is Spider-Man. Always has been. No, well, yeah, it's Spider-Man. The thing is, it's a very close relationship between Spider-Man and Gambit. Like those are my two favorites. So, but my favorite is definitely always been Spider-Man. He's the one that got me into comic books, basically. Um, I also read comic books a lot, so that's where I know the characters mostly from. And as for and my least favorite character would be probably Iron Man. No joke. Like at least in the movies, he's portrayed very well by Robert Downey Jr. But in the comics, he's an asshat. Like, dude's an asshole. Like he's kind of tries to be charismatic, but yeah, he's not. You might have watched Loki series. That was good too. That was too good. Yeah, Loki. I think, like, I really liked the first season. The first season was really, really good, but the second season kind of dragged on a little bit for me, and I haven't finished watching it, even though I have to go back and finish watching it because apparently Loki becomes the god of stories, and that's something that happens in the comics that's really cool when it happens. So I gotta go see that the ending of season 2. But I did see season 1 completely, and it is just so good. It did so many things differently to like other Marvel properties that I think that's what made it so good. So yeah, definitely. And I've watched most of the TV shows. I've watched most of the TV shows from Marvel as well. The only one I haven't watched is actually the Echo one, because at that point I was already tapped out. Like too much too much Marvel stuff. So Echo is something I haven't watched. I don't really care about the hero either. Like Echo as a hero, I don't really care about. Um, I watch Star Wars too. I don't know if you like Star Wars. Are you a Star Wars fan or a Trekkie? If you're either of those, but that's usually the two camps. Oh, you must, even though it's stretching it, but it's worth it for people who are fans of this, like me. Yeah, I'm a really big fan of Loki too. In the comics or at least in the comics, I'm a really big fan of what they did after Tom Hiddleston's Loki, which is like basically change him into the god of stories instead of the god of lies. And that was really cool when he revives after being killed for like the umpteenth time. Um, but yeah, ever since Kid Loki, I've been a fan of Loki. So you're right. I definitely gotta finish that. Gotta finish the season 2. And I remember I had a Loki story. Now that I think about it, I'll be back in a sec. I'm not gonna be right back or anything. Just be back in literally a second. I haven't watched some more than 1 and 2 movies to be honest, but that was way before I practically didn't know anything about Star Wars. Oh, okay. It's all good. The fandom is toxic as fuck, so I kind of understand people not watching Star Wars movies. Um, I like them. I really like the movies. I've liked where they're going with the movies and the shows. Although a lot of people are like, or not a lot of people, but a lot of the supposed fans are like fuming at the new changes, and it's kind of annoying. Like that they're fuming so stupidly. But yeah, I was gonna show you this. There's a Loki book I bought recently. This is when he's the god of stories. Look at that. Like he looks kind of similar to Tom Hiddleston, and it's really cool. It's really cool. His stories has gotten really cool. Basically, like yeah, like something like this. See, like see if I can. There we go. But yeah, I haven't actually read this story by the way. I bought the graphic novel a little bit ago, and I haven't read it yet. Unfortunately, I haven't really had the time to. And when I do have the time, I kind of don't have the energy to read the story. What about DC? I love DC Comics, but some movies are good too. Good, but not up to the potential DC can bring. Yep, you were 100% correct. The movies could definitely be so much better. Every Batman movie I think has been the better, like has been good or decent enough, like right. I think the Batman Begins trilogy with Dark Knight and Dark Knight Returns are really good. Have some more to show. From Loki, no, unfortunately. I only have this one Loki book. I do have like a lot of other comic books. So I'm gonna show you one that's really cool, and it's not Marvel or DC, but it's really cool, and I love it. So it's called Klaus. Um, it's called Klaus. Here it is, and it's literally the story of like Santa Claus, but like this badass Santa Claus. I'll show you a little bit of the inside. I'm gonna show you the reindeers for Santa Claus. Wait, is this the best panel or? Yeah, I think I found the best panel. Okay. So here are his reindeers, right? These are the reindeer. They're wolves. I just find that so fun. Um, but it's a really good story, like ridiculously good. It's made by Grant Morrison, by the way, um, which is a really, really good story writer, and Dan Mora, which is a really, really good artist. So that's when, like, immediately when I saw it, I was like, "Oh my god, I need to get this!" Like Grant Morrison and Dan Mora working together, that's incredible. Um, and it's from Boom Comics. That's a decent one. Um, but yeah, about DC, I do. Oh, let me show you my latest DC acquisition, which isn't technically DC. It's Vertigo, but Vertigo is owned by DC. So blah, 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 blah. The Swamp Thing, the Swamp Thing by Brian K. Vaughan. Brian K. Vaughan is also a really good writer. I recommend reading any of his works. The dude can really do a story. I've read a little bit of this, like not enough to be comfortable talking about it yet, but I've read a little bit of this. And oh, here's a panel with Swamp Thing in it. Big panel with the Swamp Thing. It's unfortunately it's a double page, so showing it is kind of weird. And yeah, Santa Claus can kick some ass. Santa Claus be cool like that. And it's really fun because like there's more than just Santa Claus. It's like the seasonal seasonal heroes, right? So think like there's the Easter Bunny, there's other Santa Claus versions as well. There's Krampus and stuff like that. It's a really cool story. But yeah, about DC, I love DC. I love Swamp Thing specifically. Has that horror potential? Yeah, I heard some project was ongoing, but I don't know current progress. I really hope they bring out like more horror-oriented Swamp Thing because I tried reading the New 52 Swamp Thing, and it just didn't grab me because it was more superhero-y than horror. And what I read Swamp Thing for is for like that horror aspect. So I really like Swamp Thing. My favorite superhero from DC is definitely the Flash, though. Wally West Flash specifically, but he's my favorite superhero on DC. And my favorite, I think my second favorite would be Batman. Um, Again, just really vanilla taste, doesn't really matter. I just really like Batman. I really like Flash. The Swamp Thing is way up there in the superheroes that I like. Deadpool 3. Oh yeah. Dude, I've seen that intro. You have no idea how many times I've seen that intro. Just the intro itself. Because it's so fun. It's so fun. Especially for a millennial like me, right? So, like, I remember NSYNC. It was NSYNC, right? Yeah. No, it's Backstreet Boys. No, wait. NSYNC. God, oh wow, now I can't remember. It's bye 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 bye. No, that's Backstreet Boys. Jesus, what am I talking about? I completely forgot the band. It was either NSYNC or Backstreet Boys, and I can't fucking remember. NSYNC, Jesus. Anyways, yeah, NSYNC. The I straight up saw them doing the choreography in MTV back in the day. Like I remember that choreography from when I was a kid, and oh, it was just so perfectly on point, man. Like, yeah. Um, by the way, sorry if I say dude, man, and stuff like that. If like I don't want to gender the the conversation or whatever, but I myself am non-binary, so it's like I don't try to gender things. It's just that they kind of come out that way. I was raised as a guy, so but yeah, Deadpool 3's intro is a straight up banger. Deadpool 3 in general is just a really good movie. I think it's a really good critique of and love letter to Fox Studios. I'm gonna do it in school. Okay. And it's funny because I use dude as a gender neutral term too. Like I call every single person I've ever met dude. All my good friends, whether they be male, female, assigned female at birth, assigned male at birth, it doesn't really matter. I I call them dude. Robert Downey is Doc Doom. Ugh. I have thoughts. I have thoughts. Um, I love Robert Downey Jr. Don't get me wrong, but I think we've had enough of him in the MCU. I think it's a cash grab and a very obvious cash grab at that. And I didn't really like the announcement when they made it. I've grown a little bit like I've grown to give it a little bit more time to see how it goes and everything, and like hoping that he's playing an actual Victor Von Doom and not just a Tony Stark variant. But I know Robert Downey Jr.'s, like I've seen a lot of his movies, like his career in general, and he usually always plays Robert Downey Jr. It's like how Dwayne Johnson usually always plays Dwayne Johnson. And Jack Black usually always plays Jack Black. Like it's a very typecast kind of character. And if he's just gonna make a Doc Doom or that resembles Iron Man, that's very quippy and very non-serious, I am not gonna like it because Doctor Doom is like the most serious villain, as in he takes himself so extremely seriously that it gets to the borderline ridiculous, and that's kind of the point of the character. A very serious character. So I don't know. I don't know how that's gonna go. But yeah, unfortunately, Disney kind of wants more money, so and I can get that. I can understand that. Business is a business after all, but it's just I don't think it's right. I think there's been a lot of creative drought in Hollywood right now because of the writer strikes and the animator strikes now and stuff like that. And I think they're not coming up with decent ideas. I feel it's a lot the same, unless that's like Thanos type where consequences are shown instead of focusing on Doc Doom, because that will hit hard, but unlikely because from the news, he alone charged like 90 mil. That's the thing about Robert Downey Jr. Like the dude is now extremely expensive, and it gets to a point where it's ridiculous. Like, but I know, like the thing is, they're hiring him for 90 mil, knowing that they're going to double that profit with just his face. Like, sorry, just like having his face on the screen and having his name associated with the movie, they're going to double 108 million easily, easily. So it's like, I get it, but it's not what I want. But it's okay. But yeah, like I said, like Hollywood has gotten into a like creative drought recently. And it's mostly because greed and money, like mostly because they're really looking for really safe options so that they don't have to spend a lot of money and lose a lot of money. But yeah. Oh shit. Ad breaks. Sorry. What happened with Kong was tragedy in real life and in movie too. Yeah, it was. Oh wait, do you have an ad block? That's great. Because I can keep talking. Um, so yeah, what happened with Kong with Kang, not Kong, with Kang, with Jonathan Majors was like it came out of left field. I would have never expected it, honestly. Pearl got replaced for two major Avengers movies. Yep. Um, he got replaced real bad, but it was like completely understandable from Marvel's side, obviously. To replace Jonathan Majors. You know, allegations of you having like abusing your spouse is not that's not good. So completely understandable for Marvel to do. Just kind of fucked up like shit, man. You had to ruin it like that. Like you had to be an asshole. There we go. Ads are done. Thank you for sticking around if you did. Secret War is gonna be so much, yeah. One shot luck. If hit correct, then bingo. Or else GG's for Avengers 2. Yep. I think Secret Wars is what their like their final chance at, recuperating. Because I mean they haven't been doing badly. Like it's not that the movies aren't selling. It's not that they're not making a profit, but they've been taking like hit after hit. You know, Ant-Man. Like I said, Ant-Man movie was really bad. A lot of people didn't like the Thor movie. I liked it, but I do understand why people don't like it. Um, a lot of people didn't like the Marvels movie. It was very flawed. It had very like it had a few scenes that were just really good, and then everything else was just kind of at best. Captain America: New World Order, keeping with hope only because of us hoping for World Breaker Hulk. Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen a lot of the Captain America New World Order movie. I haven't been keeping up with it. That's what I mean. I saw the trailer, and that's about it. But I haven't been keeping up with the news. But if World Breaker Hulk does appear, oh, that would be so good. Like that would completely save, I think, the entire Hulk area of the genre. Because a lot of people didn't like She-Hulk either. Again, I did, but a lot of people didn't. So like they definitely put Hulk in a back burner, but if they show World Breaker Hulk, they could make an entire Hulk movie, and that would be great. Um, I mean, just having Hulk, like just having Red Hulk in the movie is pretty incredible. I never thought in my wildest dreams that I would see Red Hulk on the big screen, like ever. But then again, I never thought Iron Man was going to be the most popular character in Marvel movies. Like, I don't know. It's the Marvel spectrum has been really interesting to watch, to be a part of. She-Hulk was not well written, but they just want to introduce her. Yeah, I think you're right. Like, especially that ending. That ending was such a cop out. I didn't like it. Um, the the character, like Tatiana Maslany, the actress, did a really good job, I think, portraying the character. But it was just really, like you said, it's just badly written. Um, I get that. Like I can get that, and I can understand that. I liked it because it was comical, basically. That's about it. But Moon Knight is another blast, which I didn't honestly expect. Oh yeah, Yeah, for sure. Moon Knight is my favorite show in the MCU, I think. Let's see, there's Moon Knight, Loki. Well, I would say I like Loki more than Moon Knight. So the list would be Loki, Moon Knight, and Scarlet and WandaVision would definitely be my list for top three. But yeah, Moon Knight was amazing. Just out of the left, like out of left field. Same with Loki. Loki was kind of out of left field too, but Moon Knight was just something I was not expecting. Like Mark Spector is not does not didn't or I didn't think it was going to translate too well uh to the real world, to the MCU. But they went with the full ridiculousness of Moon Knight, and that's what I love about it. Wonder Vision is good too, but Lord comes first for me too. But Loki comes first for me too. Yeah, yeah. Loki's Loki's just really good. Loki's just really really good. So yeah, I can't wait to see the Vision show that they're cooking up though. I want to see if it's gonna be. There's a comic book called The Visions, as in many visions, and it's basically Vision with a family of robots that he creates, and it's really good. Doc Strange, Multiverse of Madness gave us less madness than Spider-Man No Way Home. True, true. Multiverse of Madness was a really good first watch, but after the first watch, I kind of it's kind of gets a little bit stale for me. And yet Spider-Man No Way Home was really good, and I can still rewatch it and really enjoy it. So I agree with that. I did like the horror aspects of Multiverse of Madness, though. Um, so yeah, that was pretty good. Oh, Vision Quest. Yep, that's what it's called. I hope it's good. Yeah, me too. Like I really hope I wish they would adapt that story I'm telling you about the Vision family thing, because the Vision's family story was really good, was really well written, and the ending is really good as well. Like, and then you get a whole new character out of it, which is Vision's daughter. So they could introduce her that way as well. Oh, my back. I'm kind of sitting forward, and that's not helping. I think biggest wonder of Marvel for me will be how the hell Captain Marvel got $1 billion. What did our collection and the Marvels movie, which I haven't watched, is turning into a blessing. The Marvels was decent. I liked there's parts of it that are really good, but then there's parts of it that are just really bad. So for me, it's like it's a balance in between the two. But like I've seen better MCU movies, is what I mean. Hell, the original Captain Marvel movie was better for me than the Marvels. But Captain Marvel has been, yeah, she's been rising a lot. And she's been rising a lot in the comics too. Like before any of the Captain Marvel movies were coming out, um, like she was rising in the comics and becoming a really important character. And that was really cool. Because Captain Marvel didn't used to be that big of a character in the Marvel universe. One of the most powerful creatures alive, but she didn't like used to be that relevant. So it's nice. It all kind of changed when they changed her name from Miss Marvel to Captain Marvel. Like at that point, she started getting really relevant and really, really good stories, really well written stories. They actually started giving the stories to women to write, so that was a big difference as well, as opposed to before. You know, I'm thinking of playing something, but I don't know what. I've got Colt and I've got Nine Soul. I don't want to play Nine Souls actually. I played it this morning. I've got Bolt of the Lamb though. I could try Boulder Skate again, I guess. Let me see the temperatures. Temperatures are ridiculously low, okay. Thor had been suffering so much in the movies and comics that I feel like he needs to come back greater than the Infinity War entrance. He has. And they could have adapted. I think what I hated about Gore, like in the like I said, I liked Love and Thunder, but I definitely preferred Ragnarok and other movies. So what I hated about Gore was the fact that they could have introduced one of the most amazing Marvel villains, which is Gore, and showed all the killing of the gods that he was doing, but they didn't. They decided to not go with that. They decided to just go with an offhand, like a basically a side character, and I didn't like that. And Thor has been suffering a lot. Um, but I think that's just Thor stories in general. I can't wait until he gets his arm chopped off and he loses his eye again and he has to wear the eye patch. And I get why they don't do that. You know, you got somebody like I forgot who does Thor, but um you got somebody with a name like that and a face like that, right? A really good looking man. And like you don't wanna just CGI part of his body. So I get it. But Thor's entire like history has a lot to do with suffering, how he deals with that suffering, how he deals with um and that's what makes him worthy, right? What makes him worthy is like the way that he still humanizes himself even though he's this supremely powerful god and he can still understand humanity through his suffering, through his sacrifice and all these things. It's really good. But like I like Thor stories in general. They're very goofy sometimes, and I love it. They're very serious sometimes, and I love it. But yeah, he has been like he needs a break. He needs a break. The dude just needs a break. Like for first loses everybody he loves, then loses like half the universe, then loses the only other person that was left to love, and it's like my god, War was easily multi-movie threat. Yep, and potentially introducing a store for. But hey, Marvel just want cash. Oh, thank you. Thank you for reminding me to hydrate. I haven't hydrated in forever. Ah, okay. Lee Gucci, thank you. Um, yeah, the Thor core would have been really good. Like we got a little bit of the Thor core with him giving the kids the Thor power, but it was like, guys, that's not what we wanted. You know what we wanted. We wanted Billy Ray Goat, okay? We wanted all the Thors, okay? All of them. Just want cash grab them. They learn how to come up with Plan B. Yeah. 40 minutes and 40 minutes adds up to 120, right? So at an hour and 20 minutes, there should be another 2 minute ad break, technically. I don't know. Now that I realize it, the chat isn't chatting. Like none of our conversation is actually showing up on chat. I wonder what that is. Huh. Like I just looked at just realized it. Which Spider-Man is my favorite? Ben Riley Spider-Man. Scarlet Spider. He's always been my favorite. He looks really cool and his story is really interesting. Um Peter Parker's a close second though. Oh, thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate it. Stretch. Oh, thank you. Also need that. Give me a sec. Ugh. I'm gonna stretch a little bit farther away from the camera, so I'm gonna take my headphones off. Oh, okay. That was good. God damn, that was a good stretch. Okay. I needed that. My back needed that, actually. You know, when you're streaming, you kind of forget about these things, like the regular things that a human being has to do, like hydrate, stretch. These just regular things you got to do throughout the stream. So it's really important. It's really important. Um, but yeah, like I said, Ben Riley Spider-Man, my favorite, Scarlet Spider. Um, Close second being just the original Spider-Man, Peter Parker, in most of his versions, anyways. And my favorite Spider-Man suit is the the Future Foundation suit. When he goes with the Fantastic Four, it's a really cool suit. White and black just looks really cool. Um, what's your favorite Spider-Man, by the way? Soon, I'm gonna play Marvel Spider-Man 2018, and I know it's gonna be a blast. Yeah, dude, Marvel. Okay, so Spider-Man 2018 was so good. I still replay it like a couple times. Because it's so good to just swing around. It feels amazing. Um, just the swinging around just feels amazing. Going from point A to point B in the city, and then Miles Morales, the expansion is really good too. So I would recommend getting that one. I haven't played Spider-Man 2 though. I've failed as a Spider-Man fan and haven't gotten Spider-Man 2. It also hasn't come out in like on sale that I've seen that I've been able to get. So, and I don't have a PS5, so I don't. I can get it for the PS4, but I don't know. But the story in Spider-Man 2018 is just oh, it's beautiful. It has a really heartfelt impact. Like by the end, you're like crying alongside Peter, and it's like, oh my god, what is happening? You know, it's really cool. It's really good. Cosmic Spider-Man is strongest potentially. Yeah, no, it definitely is. I don't. But what's your opinion of which version of Spider-Man being the strongest? Yeah, I would say Cosmic Spider-Man. Like, see, you don't understand. Cosmic Spider-Man has uh the Star Force or something like that. I can't remember what it's called, but it's basically he basically is as powerful as a Celestial in that form. Like he could beat someone like Galactus. That is by far the strongest Spider-Man that has ever existed. Um, so yeah, there really isn't a like even a competition, I think. But if we eliminate Cosmic Spider-Man from the roster, I would say Doc Ock Spidey, um, Superior Spider-Man. Superior Spider-Man is stronger just because of the fact that he doesn't hold back. Superior Spider-Man doesn't hold back, so it's like it's a really strong combination there. But yeah. By the way, just so you know, if you want to catch more of my content, uh, that's my Discord. If you ever want to just look around, that's it, pretty cool. That's my Instagram right there, and this over here is my YouTube, Penguin873. Just in case you like looking at VODs, video on demands, or you like just looking at streams while you're doing something. I'm there. Um, my Instagram, I don't post too much though. I should probably post more. I post some of my pixel art though, so if you like pixel art, I post it there. We get in Detective Spider-Man show movie, but honestly, that doesn't feel like a Spider-Man content. Uh, yeah, Detective Spider-Man is that just basically Batman with powers? Because yeah, what the hell? No, that doesn't seem because I we got Spider-Man Noir and Spider-Man Noir in the comic books is actually pretty good. It's not incredible. It's pretty good. I remember I have the collection. I have the second part of the collection, not the first part. Um, but yeah, the noir's Spider-Man was still not as good as reading regular Spider-Man stories. So I would agree with you there. Uh, like the Detective Spider-Man show when or a movie when wouldn't be too much Spidey. It would be more, I don't know, more Law and Order, I guess. Michi. In animation, noir is awesome, but in movie, I don't think they can bring up the same magic. Yeah, yeah, no, I agree. Like, noir is a great character. I mean, in the movie, in Spider Verse movie, he was really cool, right? Like Spider Man Noir was definitely really cool, but but only in short like pieces. Like in a whole ass movie or show, it's just translating it doesn't seem too well. Have you seen the Flash movie? I haven't seen the Flash movie. I did see the TV series, but I stopped at season 5. It got too long for me. Like it, and I watched the Flash TV show. I watched the Green Arrow, DC Legends of Tomorrow. Like I was watching all of them at the same time. Supergirl. I was trying to keep up with them, but it was way too many shows and way too much stuff. And I just gave up on it. I gave up on the CW shows, but I think they were pretty good. I think they dragged on, like I said, but they were pretty good. And the Flash movie I didn't see, but I really didn't want to see it. I really don't like the actor that they chose for that Flash. Uh, Obviously, the actor did some pretty horrifying stuff, but even before I knew about the horrifying stuff, like the actor just didn't fit well for what I envisioned the Flash to be. You know, Green Arrow was the best vigilante they portrayed. True, true. I think Green Arrow, like taking the Green Arrow format for the show and putting it on like a Batman TV show, would be great. Would be really, really, really good. He was basically Batman in the CW, so but it was a really good show. I didn't finish it. I went up to season. I think when that one I went up to season 7, like 6. I went up to the season to 2 seasons before it ended. The last 2 seasons I didn't watch, but it was definitely the best vigilante portrayal, and I think the shows in general portrayed their superheroes very well. They portrayed Supergirl really well, and Superman and Supergirl really well as well. I said a lot of wells there. Um, but yeah. By the way, can I ask you a question? Like, what what attracted you to the stream? Like, I'm really looking for input on bettering my view count, or not my view count, but my chat count. Because I like chatting with people, and I don't know if I'm writing the right title to attract people with. So I'm curious. I'm just very curious, and I'm a curious person in general. Quality cam will do, and some activities in chat like sip water and stretching part. Okay. Yeah, I definitely need a quality cam. This is so bad. Like, look at that. It has to refocus after doing that. Yeah. This qual like the cam needs. I'm at 720 right now because of the camera. Like the camera can't handle 1080 too well. And even though I have it upscaled to 1080, it's not really handling it well. Also, I need much better lighting. That is a problem that I'm trying to solve. Like, I need a lot better lighting because I'm not getting good lighting from. Like, I'm supposed to be getting like something like that, like that type of lighting. Something that hits my face with like a really bright light. And I'm not really getting that because I would need to have the screen in my monitor or in my monitor, yeah, being like a very light color. That's not something that's very normal. But yeah, thank you so much for the input because it really does help. Like it really does help me grow as a streamer, and that's kind of what I'm trying to do. Also, too long title is like no go. Okay, I personally search for chill tag to chat, but you can attract people with some famous attribute like game or reaction or anything, which can attract people with thumbnail and title. Okay, that's good to know. Good to know. Um, okay, I'll try that. I'll try that too. And I think you're right. I think the title is a little bit too long. Like I try to put too much on at the same time, like everything that I'm doing, which I don't think is. Yeah, I agree. I think it's not gonna be too attractive. And yeah, I got the chill tag. I got a couple tags, and I like the chill tag because I get a lot of people like you, like people who are chill, people who just want to have it like a chat, just want to talk, not people who want like because I'm not one of these very active, very reactionary streamers. I have nothing wrong with against them, but I'm just not like that. I don't know.